Introduction Part 2. I felt that one must fully understand the extensive powers of our subconscious mind before we go further. This small introduction to it is very vital to our progress. Forgive me if it seems a bit long, but full understanding and awareness of it is very essential. So kindly bear with me for a few minutes, my dear students. Also, I keep repeating again and again that only one who takes this course seriously and implement and practice it regularly will benefit and make fast progress. If only man could understand how we get good benefits or wealth and richness for that matter, or selection in an interview or something like that, etc. Total misconception that God as such imagined sits somewhere and ticks your marks and gives you rewards. It's automatic and called kripa. Very difficult to elaborate that word. It is somewhat like the computer marks based on so many factors, even in last life, etc. And then rewarded. So, if don't have kripa, nothing will succeed for you in spite of painful efforts. Subconscious mind, or the Atman as it is called by many, it's a most artificial intelligence like based on highest computerized method of karma, bhalam, and its bhalam by way of rewards. Once Lord Krishna was asked to make some rain as all the paddy fields were getting parched due to no rain. This is a reply he gave. God or me have no part to play in this. It is only on the merit points and effects of man's karma bhala that he is rewarded. No God has any part to play or power to change destiny, as the rule of the road on creation has every part in it. So his actions, so his blessed rewards. The only person who is above that and can change that destiny, even of God, is the Guru. A Guru makes a sankalpa. Power invoked by her or him can change the destiny. I have seen this numerous times in my Guru's ashram, where a person destined to die was averted of it by the Guru's sankalpa. Of course, a calf in his house died instead of on that day. Who can question the logic of God's ways? Okay, that is why it is important to study the subconscious mind fully. There lies the God and Guru combined. The conscious and the subconscious mind. Did you know that the vast majority of your emotions, thoughts, and behaviors have their roots in the subconscious portion of your mind? What is this subconscious mind? We are all aware of the conscious mind, though we may not be able to control it fully well, yet the ideas, desires, aspirations, and various versions are perceived by us. There is another aspect which we are not even perceiving. That is the subconscious mind. It's like a huge hard drive containing images of memories and experiences from the past and even infinite past lifetimes. They tremendously impact our personality. Consider, for example, somebody who suffered from claustrophobia. This lady cannot understand why she has this abnormal fear of closed spaces. The reason is, when she was young, say about 4 years old, she went into an apartment lift by herself. Suddenly, the power went off and she was forced to remain in the lift for a full 2 hours. Now, that was a horrendous experience of the conscious mind. The perceptions she was aware of at that time. As time went by slowly, the conscious memory faded away. But the experience remained in the subconscious mind, archived hard disk drive. And that is why the moment she perceives the threat of a closed space, she breaks into a sweat and she can't figure out why this claustrophobia was happening. Its roots are in the subconscious mind. So, let's try and understand how this conscious and subconscious communicate with each other. Compare them to the workers on a ship who are in the engine room. They have no access to see outside. The captain of the ship is on the bridge. He barks out orders to the mariners in the engine room. Step on the gas and full away as she goes, he cries out. That was it, and they just obey the orders and act accordingly. Like the captain, he is a conscious mind. Unlike the engineers in the engine room who are like the subconscious mind, with our conscious mind, we often speak to ourselves, which actually is to the subconscious mind. For example, if somebody keeps on telling himself, I am useless, I can never succeed, there is no way I can do this. That kind of self-talking programs are directed to the subconscious mind, which then becomes convinced or programmed that I can never do this or that I can never succeed or win. And every time a challenge appears, the subconscious tells the conscious that you cannot do it. This person has developed a defeatist mentality, and now that mentality has molded the subconscious mind to believe that he can never achieve anything in life. On the other hand, if he had a positive and optimistic mind, that person keeps saying to himself, I can do it, I will succeed, I will come out victorious, and then the impossible result happens miraculously and he succeeds. So also with sicknesses and diseases, even the deadly cancer itself can be cured by the subconscious mind if taken seriously and believed 100%. Because the subconscious mind is programmed for that. This is the secret of a successful man and a doomed man. It is not luck or past life karma alone or the bad deeds, etc. That is why the self-assurance and self-talk are very important to our life's happiness. For example, in my course, you will see when conducting the laugh therapy, I keep telling myself that I am so happy, I am enjoying my life, and the net result is that same. Rightly so, the whole day I feel very good and contented, even though all alone or undergoing some petty turmoils in life. Thus, telling oneself that he is very happy, happiness rushes into him. If he keeps saying, I will become rich by next year, then he becomes rich somehow, and so on. Hard to believe but true. But conviction and faith are the formula there. Not so easy to cultivate. The law of karma plays a very important part here too. That if he has done a very good deed of giving away a part of his wealth to the poor in spite of most difficulties, then the law of karma also plays a part. There are many cases where all this won't work in spite of trying all these methods. Say for example, he is destined to meet with an accident due to his past life karma bhalam, and then he has to face it, in spite of the subconscious mind workshop. Only I said, the guru, if he or she wishes, they don't give it away freely as you think. Rare cases perhaps. I had the greatest experience of it once. Someday I shall reveal it to you. Many other experiences too, indeed, with my guru. But the intensity shall be reduced if he has done very good deeds in this life. That is karma balam. So the law of karma also is a deciding factor here. But invariably 70% of our lives can be controlled by structuring our subconscious mind with the aid of conscious mind. So the self-talk that we do can program our inner being to our benefit or disadvantage. Some people say, self-talk? Do I have to talk to myself all the time? No, it's just the positive thoughts that ever in him. I have seen people talking to a cricket ball like, come on, you have to take a wicket in this over, or I have to score a century this time, etc. You can do it, and the inevitable happens. That is how success comes. It depends upon your confidence level too. A confident and successful man will always succeed and keep on succeeding as long as he keeps telling the subconscious mind, you can do it. It is going to be a success. Then what to speak of a very successful businessman and politicians, etc. So when people talk to themselves, there's a mental chatter going on inside. I'm happy or I'm sad and miserable. Not if we want our subconscious to work to our advantage. Always keep telling yourself, I'm very happy. I'm enjoying this life. So shall he get it. That's what is meant by reap what you harvest. Sow the mind, sow the body. We will have to be very careful about the messages that we feed into our subconscious mind. If a person is scared of drinking and he's scared about his liver, he keeps thinking, I'm getting cirrhosis of the liver, I think, so shall he get it. On the other hand, if he keeps saying, nothing will happen and it is good for me, good for my system, so shall it be. Thus, our inner subconscious requires the proper control of our conscious mind. For these exercises like yoga, which I teach here, will help a lot. If we can utilize the potential of this tool, we can reach the heights and be what we want. You can achieve anything. We will find that we can very easily program ourselves to be positive, optimistic, hopeful, cheerful, and joyful. These wonderful things will be very well within your reach if we can tap into the potential of the subconscious. This, my dear friends, is the core of my yoga and teachings here. Not just to be healthy alone, but to be a happy and successful person without any diseases or ailments. And you can enjoy almost anything and everything in this world which God has provided to us to enjoy. But it should be moral, ethical, and law abiding, of course. A conscious should be very clean and clear that what we are doing and our actions are perfect and well justified. So, my dear friends, that is the secret of success and the truth behind everything in this world, including the supernatural, etc. Thus, the saying goes, the world is what you make it out to be, or what you see only, as the Atman is the only true you. It's all an illusion and it won't last forever. For that matter, everything on this earth also, including you, your kith and kin too. Thus, in our scriptures, it says everything is just Maya, meaning an illusion. We are going to apply these techniques in our ensuing course. Hope everyone benefits from it and becomes a great, successful, happy, healthy, and wealthy human being, or a great saint for that matter, if by the will of God. Hari Om. Om Sat Sat. Om Namah Shivaya. And to my great